Introducing Ryan Spice Boy Rhodes.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
To fight in this venue, you have got to be a very accomplished fighter, and I think it's safe to say that both of these athletes are certainly that. So here we go. Should be a good one. No rest for the weary. And this is for that jab. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
You just see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
That's a scoring left hand. Oh, and that left hook hurt him. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror. If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone. Make them tired, trip over their own feet. Get them angry.
Catch and shoot. Why aren't a very competitive round with 10 seconds left? Ryan Rhodes just got... Let's talk about Nigel again. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back. So much for defensive abilities. Disaster averted. Ryan Rhodes did not take that punch well, and he may go down. It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Through the hook, didn't land.
So close, so close.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Again. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Good counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Beautiful counter punch. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Nigel Gill. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Come back up. Took a deep breath, got right. Push it up. Get on with the job.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. And bell rings and we start the third. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there jumping in, do not give him chance to breathe. Pull him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know you want to shake your leg, and that's here away from getting stopped.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously the glamour is the heavyweight, but the middleweights, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Solid punch.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one's dare do anything out of turn.
He got out of the way of that right hook. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Will the referee stop it? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Nigel Gill. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Time winding down. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions. Ryan Rhodes just got walloped. And they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. It's code red time for Ryan Rhodes. How is this fight still continuing? A perfect counter shot. It's all offense all the time. Defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. Good counter left hand there. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Nigel Bennett. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Nice counter. Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. And down goes Ryan Rhodes. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there buckled him. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot!
Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping, we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Uppercut fling, right up fling. Can't try a ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the bell, but I punched you, you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand, shot, joke of the show. Better keep those hands up, swing for their fences, or you're going no poorly for sure. How much do you wanna be the champ? How much do you wanna please the fans? How much do you wanna be the king? And how much do you wanna feed your camp? How much do you wanna see people champ? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping, we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping, we bring when right, somebody shot fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the Bellish and brilliant meals. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles, Barry have a kid on his heels. In the ring it's gritty and real, Braveheart man put a kid on his shield. At Daft man put a kid on his been back from when I was swinging up field. Left up, give a brother whiplash, not gonna work with a sit back. Man wanna show ball over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince Snap. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins, go mad like Mike when he lost it. I'm trying to be the best like money, most guys don't look about boxing. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping, we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man's head get ping. Can't try a ting, no about ping, we bring when right, somebody shot fling.
Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the WBC Arena. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach. And his opponent, Smokin' Joe Frazier, only 6 feet tall even, 229 pounds, but he hits harder than any man alive.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
He is the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. Watch the footwork, watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali. Smokin' Joe Frazier, his 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous the sport has ever seen.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is what you'll be talking about for years to come. This is what your kids, your grandkids will be talking about. What a venue, what a fight, what action.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. High hopes for this battle between these 2 athletes. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Good counter-punching for both these athletes. And he misses with that jab. Their trilogy will live forever in boxing lore, but can they add another epic chapter to their story here in this one?
They've got to get it right. The third time through, Ollie had to push the fight there, Fraser. Ollie was known to himself that it's the closest to death he's ever been in the ring with Fraser. Fraser just had so much. He wouldn't let go, but Ollie, he pulled it off again. These boys are going to do it again for a fourth time. Why? I know why the coaches don't want to do it, the family don't want to do it, but this is fighters' pain. This fight, again, this is what our history is made about.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the greats. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
So they don't get complacent. I think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Neither fighter willing to slow down. The perfect counter lands. Great counter right hand there. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. She gets out of the way of that left hand. And he fails to score with that left hook. Good counter punching for both these fighters. Trying to answer back. Exchanges from both men in this round. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the strong, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face. You've got to swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold them. You've got to tie them up. You've got to lean on them when you come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high because then we'll keep punching till that referee said stop.
Nice exchange here from both men. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the greats. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
And there's the bell for round three. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. He misses with that jab. Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
Because they're so big, because they can push, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because someone's going to get hurt, and someone's going to react.
through the hook, didn't land. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the greatest. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Somebody don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. These punches coming from every angle. Nice counter shot. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
He just misses with that jab. And he just missed with that left jab. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. He just misses with that big right hand. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the greatest. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the tournament's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there, get the job done.
And there's the bell for round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
He missed with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots.
Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. There's a right hand. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about the greats. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Oh, and they just got their bell rung. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pumped areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Jab does not score. That jab doesn't find a home. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard. Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about the greats. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Here we go, it's round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? Nice counter punch. Nice job landing that left counter punch. so much for boxing. This is a fight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Good. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about the greats. Now, there is no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter. And the corner has got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there, get the job done.
There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter has not shown us much defense at all. One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you can make food.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. They're both trying for a knockout. Left punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
So that they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Can't score with that jab. And a counter left. Good right hand. Good counter punching. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
The jab slightly off target. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Trying to land that jab. That left counter was perfectly timed. Nice shot with the left. Good counter left hand there. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Good counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about the greatest. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
This is the 10th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Got out of the way of that right hook. And that left hook doesn't find its target. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. This is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. So much for boxing. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. There's no way Frazier survived. Let's talk about the greatest. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Let's start 11. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That left counter punch will score. Still swinging with nothing left. Will the referee step in? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier? And they're down. It looks like this one's going to be over.
Oh, no, come on, get up. Get up, it can't be over.
And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Smoking Joe may go. I thought we were going to see the finish there. Not many of the people in the final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Left counter scores. Let's talk about the greatest. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
On to the 12th. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle. He's got to bluff.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That jab misses. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Beautiful counter punch. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
As as we enter the final 10 seconds here. It's probably a round we'd rather forget. Let's talk about the greatest. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
They ring the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
They score with that left hand. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Can't land that jab. Counter right. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. Lands with the right counter. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. That's another scoring shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about the greatest. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fighter. Get up there, get the job done.
The referee calling for... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Another scoring shot there. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Good one. Swing and a miss for that jab. Can't land the jab there. Tried to score with a jab. Missed him with that uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the greats. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Well, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put on it. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make... Is Frazier in trouble? And they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier? Knocked down hard. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to get back on their feet here as the referee continues the count. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look. It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It'll happen all over again.